It's time to get amped up about slimming down. Reports show 1/3 of Americans are obese, prompting more people to get serious about making some changes. One way to get serious is with weight loss surgery. But is it right for you? Dr. Nick Nicholson with the Nicholson Clinic is here to tell us more. Welcome, doctor.
Thanks for having me.
Nice to have you here today. Weight loss surgery is a big step. What should a potential patient be considering?
Well, I think, certainly whether or not they're ready to make that step, but most people in the past, the barriers to them have been fear and concern about this, quote, big step. Well, in reality, most of our operations nowadays and most of these procedures are much lower risk than childbirth. They're lower risk than having your gallbladder removed. Some of these things are not even an operation, such as our gastric balloon. That's a 20-minute procedure, and you're home the same day.
Well, that's an interesting development. Tell us a little more about the gastric balloon.
Okay, so the balloon was newly FDA approved in the fall of last year, and it's a device that is inserted through the mouth. It goes down into the stomach, and we inflate it, and it is a large balloon that takes up space. It also stretches the stomach and sends feedback to the brain that tells you that you're full, so it decreases your appetite as well.
There's a lot to consider. How do people know what's right for them?
Great question, and I think that hinges on education. And really, locally, if you look at something like our website, there's a lot of tools, but just for the average person, I would highly encourage them to look into this, understand, because there's a myriad of options from surgery all the way to just medications and lifestyle modification, but you really need to go with some place that can offer the wide variety of that. Otherwise, people tend to look at that as everything is a nail when all you have is a hammer.
What, instead of dieting, exercise, all those kinds of things, or maybe in combination with those, what are some reasons that people would want to have weight loss surgery?
Okay, so the common misperception in the community would be that this is just about weight loss, when in reality it's about health. And we impact things such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, longevity, quality of life. Right. So those are the real reasons, whereas people look at the main thing as what they physically see as opposed to the impact on someone's life overall.
Right. People are always looking for results. How successful are your patients?
Okay, I can show you success story after success story, but the problem is it's kind of one of those, if you build it, they will come concepts where people think, oh, I had surgery on Tuesday and I'm going to lose weight on Wednesday. That's not the thing. This is a large machine, and it takes psychologists, dietitians, the surgeons, and it's kind of one of those. You got to feed the plant, water the plant, talk to the plant. There's a lot of work involved. It's not just having surgery. And
you're talking about several different factors. Who is a candidate for weight loss surgery?
Okay, so if you go online, that's very easy to find just generically, globally. But really, anybody, we go by your body mass index or your BMI, and if it's 35 or over, period, that's a very reasonable way to go about it. Or 30 or over with things such as diabetes, hypertension, joint pain, depression, things that can be impacted and improved by weight loss surgery.
All right, Dr. Nicholson, thanks very much for being here. You can go to nicholsonclinic.com to take the candidate quiz that we just spoke about and find out if weight loss surgery is the right thing for you. You can also call 972-494-3100 for more information. Dr. Nicholson, thanks very much.
Thanks, Jane.
Amped Up, sponsored by the Nicholson Clinic. This is the year you lose the weight and change your life. Call the Nicholson Clinic today.